To play a slow piece in a legato manner, we might want to control the action so it's more smooth. My teacher used to say, imagine your fingers are oily or they're going through treacle or honey, to feel that they've got a continuous action. This continuous movement. Just see if you can feel both parts of the hand, the stopping one and where your thumb is. There's a slight tension between as the string is caught between the top of your thumb and the base of your hand. Feel that tension first. Now to play, we're going to make a slight twisting action like this. But because that sounds a bit deadened, because we've stayed on the string, we're also going to come away at the same time, like that. So it's a combination of ever so slight twisting movement, which we don't follow all the way around with, and a raising straight up. Now, if all those preparations didn't lead to a beautiful harmonic sound, it may be because you weren't directly in the middle of the string. If you've tuned in E flat major, then the middle of the string, all your open strings will be in E flat major, and that's where the middle of the strings will be in a straight line. If you want, for example, to play an A natural, let's find the A flat first, it's there. If you were to play an A natural, you shorten the string this much, then you just have to move down a tiny bit. I'm going to work on a completely different kind of raise. It's imagining that we're following a column of sound with our hands going straight up. This was one of Salzato's favourite ways of explaining the raise, by imagining that your hand is following the column of sound that rises from the soundboard. Not so much from the strings, but actually the sound is coming up off our soundboard, and we can link it. So all these kind of things are quite sophisticated harp technique. Do what you can at the start, and what I'm describing is ways of thinking about your raise and your replacing to all the time be developing a musical ear lined up to what you're doing on the harp, even with these early level pieces. So it's a beginner piece, but you're using quite sophisticated techniques. In the middle of the second line, we go from... Also be aware that memorization has three different aspects. We have a muscular memory, an oral memory, and a visual memory. And everyone has slightly different strengths and weaknesses with those three. On the harp, we tend to be quite good at muscular memory because we feel in terms of shapes, and we've been talking about that all throughout the courses. We have oral memory also quite well. I'm going to start by looking at it in a technical exercise. It's exercise 3A, grade 3 of your technical workbook. You can see that the left hand has in the first bar what would describe an F major chord, F, A and C, but it's been broken up into a pattern of quavers or eighth notes with a fingering pattern 3, 1, 2, 1. Can you see those alternating thumbs? That indicates to us straight away that this is going to be an oscillation exercise as well. So those alternating thumbs, each one needs to be oscillated. This also helps us in this pattern get a very legato effect or continuous sound.